Hi, welcome to Radical Academy, and my name is Mike Bwana. In this video, I'm going to introduce to you some of the stuff that you have ever, been with, from second to second. Okay, so you are going to learn how you can make a website. Now, maybe you're wondering what are some of the stuff or what are some of the things that you need to know, you need to learn probably so that you can start making those websites. Well, there are only three basic fundamentals to web development, and some of these fundamentals of web development are HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Now, what does HTML stand for? So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So it is not necessarily, or really just, it's not necessarily a programming language per se, but it is what you need in order to start building your website. Okay, so HTML gives you access to most of these tags that you see, the title of the page, what you're able to see on this screen. You can see Radical Academy because of an H2 tag. You can see the home, the services, the about, contact, blog. All these, they are marked up tags that comes from HTML. So HTML is a skeleton of the website. Okay, so whatever you want to build in terms of a website, in terms of web development, first of all, you have to understand the concept of HTML. So once you understand HTML now, you have to go and you have to come and learn now CSS. Now, what does CSS stand for? CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet. Now, this Cascading Style Sheet is now what is going to style the website. So in this website, for example, you can see that there is the whole background color, which is aqua, some kind of green, blue kind of background color. And then from there, you can see that the Radical Academy is in dark blue. So the color, the background, and then you can see also that the Radical Academy is at the center of the screen that you're watching me on. This is because we used a CSS, okay, which is a cascading style sheet. So it's gonna style everything in your website. So from learning, first of all, how to make the skeleton, the backbone. Now on top of that, you build on what is known as the styling of the web page, or rather the website. From there now, you will be introduced to one of the most popular web programming language. Okay, so a programming language is just a tool that can help you to achieve what you want. Okay, so we can achieve the same thing by using other tools. Okay, so there isn't about a favorite programming language, or this is one of my favorite, or stuff like that. But of course, that can be a personal decision to choose which of the programming language you want to use. But when it comes to web development, web programming, you have to understand that JavaScript is no exception. And now JavaScript is a programming language. What that really means is that JavaScript will have something like variables, will have something like loops, will have something like conditions, if statement, else statement, if else statement. Okay, we will have something like inbuilt functions like the date of the day. Like for example, when you visit some of the website, you can see that on the website there is a live update. In terms of the date, you can see that today is the 2nd of September, Friday. So some of these programming languages, okay, they have that ability, they have that to give you an access, to showcase what date is it. So all these three that I've mentioned, it's a must, and these are the fundamentals that will make you understand how a website can be developed. Well, now, once you learn and understand the basics of web development, what you need to understand is now to start practicing. You start now practicing, okay? Once you start practicing now, you can now try to cement on the things that you never really understand, in the deep sense. And that's going to make you a candidate that is, competent when it comes to web development. When people are making website, they're trying to make something very sophisticated, okay? But what you really need to understand also is that when you are making a website, you should think about, this is a company, okay, that's going to be online. So the way you create the website is how, is a reflection in how the company should look like in terms of when it comes to web representation, okay? So you can see the home, services, about, contact, blog, which means that when I click on the services of a website, so these are some of the services that I can get from this company, which has the website on the internet. Okay, the about page is going to show the company's history in terms of when it was incorporated, meaning how the company came to be a legal entity, or maybe what motivated you to create this company. And then also the about page can also show, okay, some of the top leaders of the companies, okay. And then the contact page, this is just where a page which shows the contact address, the physical address, that in case you have got a physical address and some people want to visit your company, so when they don't know exactly where to find you, okay, so if you have got the website, when someone gets the contact page, they are going to see all the contact details, the WhatsApp lines, the email of the company, and probably the physical address of the company. And then the last part is the last but not the least, which is the blog. Now the blog is just a web page which shows what are some of the content, or some of the content that you'll be posting on this blog site, or rather page. So for example, if you are an agriculturist, okay, so on the blog page you might also as well post some of the interesting topics that you feel like the users should know about. If you are, for example, let's say a musician, okay, or an artist, okay, so you can post something related to that. Or if you're a news blogger, you can be updating people through the blog, the latest news and stuff like that. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to learn all the stuff that I've talked about, or if you feel like this is for you, please comment in the comment section below. And also I'm going to take you from steps, from step to step, and all the way up to, you can even host your web, you can, once you finish building your website, you can also host the website. And myself, I do host a website by one of the companies with my colleague, my friends, a computer guru, a computer scientist, in that I call in that way, because he's very passionate about educating people about basic stuff about computers. And his name is Parit. Okay, most of you who are watching this video, you might happen to know this guy. Okay, so I'll try to post the picture of him on this in this video. So Parit runs a company that hosts now the website. Now what that means is that when you are building the website sits on the hard drive of the computer. So it is not accessible to anyone in America. It is not accessible anyone to Saka. It is not accessible to anyone maybe from America, China, Australia, even India, UK. It is not accessible because that is just a local website, meaning accessible by you or anyone who come across in contact with your computer and might be able to see how your website functions. So with all that being said, if you learn how to make a website, you want to now put the website on the internet or on the www, okay, so that everyone who navigates to the name of your website will be able to see what your website is all about and what are some of the services that your websites are, your company, on everything, who you are, okay. So that's all about web development. So if you like this video and you want to get started into web development, please subscribe to this channel so that whenever I upload videos like this, you'll be the first person to be notified. So I'll see you in the next video. Please stay blessed and I'll see you soon.